Hey YouTube, how's it going? Well, still nice and comfortable in here. I'm sitting here in shirt sleeve as opposed to wearing all this extra stuff that I've been wearing for months. It's nice to relax like this for a few days. It really, really is. And I am taking full advantage of it. Frankly, I'm spending as much time sleeping as I possibly can because it is so much more restful, and I'm catching up so much on sleep and rest that I haven't gotten as good of in a long time. I mean, yes, I've had whole days of sleeping, sleep for an hour, wake up, sleep for an hour, wake up, and do that all day long, and get a decent amount of rest, I suppose, but not as much as I should have. And so I'm getting lots of rest now, a much better rest, because it's not freezing cold and I'm not laying there shivering in spite of however many covers I have and all that. But there is one downside, and it's not related to the temperature or anything. It's just a thing that happens with me every now and then. And it relates to, it relates to my arm. You'll notice that it's not shaped normal. And that's because back in 1999, I believe it was March of 99, I was in a car accident. And in the process of this accident, my left arm was broken. And the break, it was kind of an unusual one because it went lengthwise down the bone, and it ended up breaking the arm. The upper arm got broke into 3 pieces, one of which was floating free, and as far as I know is still to this day, 20 years later almost, floating free. Isn't that just wonderful? And the upper part of the bone and the lower part of the bone, as you might gather from this, they're never reattached. So essentially, you might say I've got 2 elbows on my left arm. I mean, I can flex both of them in different directions. Although the one that's because of the broken bone, I have to actually use my other hand to do it. But the point is, it will go that way. And before anybody asks, yes, it hurts. Always. It has never stopped hurting. And some days it gets so bad because then it starts to feel like the day it happened, which was somewhat less than thrillingly fun. And today is kind of one of those days. Just sitting here, it's hurting. It feels swollen. It's not. It just feels swollen, and it feels kind of hot and painful and so on. Again, this has got nothing to do with actual temperature. It's just a thing that happens every now and then, and I can feel the bones grinding together, the ends of the bone, the different parts of the bone grinding together. And I gotta tell you, that's a real treat. You want to really hurry out and rush right out to avoid that one. Yeah. And this has been going on since sometime yesterday, and I will probably get to enjoy this not only for the rest of today but also for tomorrow and maybe a few days beyond that before it starts to go back into the level of pain that I can easily ignore because it's almost background. But right now, yeah, it feels kind of like this thing just happened yesterday, and every time I move my arm, pieces of bone, the ends of bone and whatnot, and rubbing together. And I gotta tell you, that is just so much fun. Uh-huh. Yeah. Not. And I'm in for a few days of that. And you know what's really fun about it, though, is if you ever tried not moving your arm, just walking across the house, you can't not move your arm unless you actually go to some extreme of bandaging and whatnot to strap it into place. And even then, if it's strapped to you, it's going to move, even if you have it in a sling, which my arm would be in a sling right now if I had one. Yeah, I keep meaning to do something about that, and I keep not doing it. Yeah, well, anyway, that's enough of me ranting about my arm and how much it hurts, because, you know, it's not something I can do anything about, because short of some seriously miraculous next level medical advances or a flat out absolute miracle, my arm is always going to be broken. It's been broken for almost 20 years, about a month shy of 20 years. March of '99 is when it happened. Here it is, January of 19, and yeah, it's barring that kind of a massive break, you know, massive jump in medical technology and money to pay for it. My arm's going to end up always being broke. This is not exactly what I'd call fun, but ain't nothing I can do about it. Anyway, yeah, living with it. Something you get to do sometimes, and it's almost never fun. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.
Mr. TinFoilChef.